Hey everybody, Sean Bowden here. I want to talk to you today about a couple of really cool Microsoft Office add-ins that you can put to make your PowerPoint presentations better and your Word documents better. And this only scratches the surface of what's available out there. So the first I want to talk to you about today is an image add-in that will help you find a greater variety of royalty-free images. There is an image tool already built into PowerPoint and Word, and you always go to insert and it'll say online pictures, and it uses Bing images to find these images. Now you're running a risk using this because you may get some images that have a copyright on them, and you have to be careful as to how you use them and how you credit the person that took the photo or created the photo. But with an add-in I'm going to show you today called, if you go over to the Insert tab and you go to My Add-ins, this add-in is called Picket. Picket is going to be found on the Home tab. And if you go over here to Picket Images, you click that, and it pops up a search engine like this. And you do have to sign up for a 7-day free trial. What I was reading on the research is that you're still able to use it after 7 days without paying, but you're not able to use the higher quality images. But we'll see whether or not that is still a valid reason for that. So I'm doing a PowerPoint on helpful and harmful microorganisms. So I'm going to type in microorganisms and let's see if we can't find some interesting royalty-free images. So go ahead and type that in, and now I see a Petri dish would be a good one because Petri dishes carry helpful ones. If I ever click it one time, it usually shows a preview here at the top. Actually, I take that back. It popped it right into my PowerPoint. Very cool. So it popped it right into my PowerPoint, and I can move it and do what I want with it, just like the images that are already in here. And that pretty much sums up Picket Images. So if you're looking for an easy royalty-free image finder, that is a good extension for you. The next add-in I want to talk to you guys about is going to be something that I know a lot of kids would have fun with. I'm going to go to Insert and go to My Add-ins again, and I'm going to look at one today called Emoji Keyboard. This one can be used on Word and PowerPoint, and it is exactly what it says it is. It's a keyboard that's just full of emojis. And once I click to add it in, you can already see it's already available on mine, but it would put it on the Insert tab of your PowerPoint as well as the Insert tab of your Word document. I'll show you in Word. If I go to Insert, it's also over here in my Word. And essentially once you click it, it opens up and I have a big variety of different emojis I can use. Let's say I wanted to put an angry face on my PowerPoint presentation. Maybe I want to shrink it up a little bit. Maybe I want to add this little face to this little guy right here. Gives him a little more personality. That is a water bear, by the way, aka the tardigrade, if you're interested in looking those little buggers up. Moving on, my final add-in I want to talk about today is an add-on you can use, or add-in you can use with Microsoft Word, and it is the Microsoft Translate. As you can see here, I have an article that is in Mandarin Chinese. I also have an article that is in English. This will really help you with your ELL students. It'll help you translate things to and from whatever language is native to the format of the text. So what I do is I go to Insert like I do with everything else. I'm going to go to My Add-ins. I'm going to click that, and it is called Translator. I'm going to click that, and you're going to see Add, and it shows up as a box over here. Whatever text you highlight is going to be the text that shows up in the box, and it already tells you, if you use the auto detect, it already tells you what language it's in. It's in simplified Chinese. So if I wanted to translate it to whatever language, right now it's defaulted on Spanish, so it's going from Chinese to Spanish, but if I wanted to see it in English, I would obviously find English in the drop-down menu, go over here, and give it a second. Aha, here we go. And it is in English. And to replace it with English, I simply click here and I click Insert, and it inserts all of that Chinese into English. Pretty cool thing. And I can also change it back if I wish to. I can either do that by switching the languages again, or I could click Undo and it changes back to English. Now down here, if I wanted to translate an article to the native language of one of my students, I would highlight the English text. Here's something about the Avengers, so if you haven't seen this movie yet, spoiler alert. I highlight this here and it says it's detecting English, and if I want to translate this to say Spanish, I'm going to slide on down to Spanish, and it's in Spanish down here. And if I click insert, same article is in Spanish. So I just thought that was a really cool and useful app that you could use for your kids that have English language learning. Well, hopefully you've taken some of the suggestions I've given, and I hope you guys find some new and wonderful uses for these types of add-ins.